Our first contestant, international speech contestants, all stay in the room if they choose to during the contest, to make that clear to everyone. Our first contestant for the international speech contest is Tim Tickerson. No skills required. No skills required. Tim Tickerson.
The advertisement in the newspaper said, no skills required. And that got me thinking about skills and the skills that we have, things that we do. There's doctors, lawyers, writers, beauticians, bus drivers, mailmen, there's accountants, there's CPAs, there's all kinds of skills that we have. Now, what other kind of skills do people do? Well, you're a concierge, you're a health specialist, a dental technician, a fashion consultant, time management, short order cook, valet, chauffeur, and that's all before I get to work in the morning. So many things that we do all the time. What do I possess? What skills do I have to make me special? And I thought of the time back in my life, when I was in my 20s, I joined the church softball team. I know this is baseball, I don't have a softball anymore. I joined the church softball team. A bunch of us guys would get together every Tuesday night and throw the ball around and have some fun. One time, one week, our pitcher wasn't there. So Steve Lee comes over and he asks me, he says, hey Tim, you ever pitched before? And I said, well, no Steve, but I'll try. Steve was 6'8". So with 5 minutes to learn how to pitch, slow pitch softball, we measure off the distance, and my first try falls about 10 feet short. My second try goes over the catcher's head. My third try is the right distance, but he had to step a bit to his left to catch the ball. Play ball! Time to start. We all take our positions on the field. Because I'm the pitcher, it starts with me. I say a prayer, take a deep breath, and I pitch that game. And every game afterwards for the next 4 years. Because I have the ability, I have the talent, I have the skill to be a slow pitch softball pitcher. It's a skill I had for a season. And other skills I have, well, eating is one of them, but also so is cooking. And more specifically, I like to bake. I used to work in an office with about 300 other people. We'd always be celebrating their birthday. And I'd bring a cake in, and people would say, oh, this is so good, I wonder who made it. When they found out I made the cake, they would rush over to my desk and say, what's your secret? And I would say, well, there's no secret, this is a family thing that this is good at, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to tell you all the secret to making moist, flavorful, delicious cake. Read the box. If it says to pour in half a cup of oil, you pour in half a cup of oil. If it says add 1 egg, you add an egg. It's simple, but there's something about baking a moist, flavorful, delicious cake that's decorated beautifully also. That was my work too. It's a skill that I have, that I possess. And because it's something I'll do for my whole life, it's a skill I'll have for a lifetime. I have a skill for a season, a skill for a lifetime. Oh, and I remember another skill. It was September 7th, 1977. It was the day before I started junior high school. It was called junior high school then. My brother and I went to Chick Evans Golf Course in Morton Grove, Illinois. And after 17 holes, our scores were well into the 100s. But the 18th hole was a par 3, 168 yards from the tee to the green. I'm up first. I put my ball on the tee and ground. I line up my shot, pull out my driver. Yes, I use my driver. I was only 12. And I take my shot, I swing. And I watch my ball sail that way. Just as I drop my arms in disgust, a congenial current, a benevolent breeze, a gracious gust grabs hold of my ball and pushes it. It lands on the green, bounces once, twice, thrice, and then rolls into the hole. I got a hole in one. I'm 12 years old and I got a hole in one. I'm 12, I got a hole in one, that's fantastic. I got a certificate of commendation from the golf course and from the Chicago Park District. I got my name in the Chicago Sun-Times and Chicago Tribune newspapers. I got letters from family and friends asking for lessons. Because I exhibited the skill to put this ball in that hole 168 yards away. It's a skill I'll never do again, trust me. But I did it. My once-in-a-lifetime shot. I have a skill for a season and a lifetime and once in a lifetime. Another one of my skills is juggling. In fact, all of you juggle. We all know how to juggle. We juggle our time, we juggle our money, we juggle our priorities, we juggle our relationships, we juggle commitments, we juggle everything, every day, all day long. The amazing thing is, you know, as you're going about your life, while you're juggling, which things are going to bounce up and not miss the beat. Which things are going to fall on the floor and stop, bend over and pick it up. And which things, if they fall, they're going to make a mess. You have to stop everything to clean up that relationship that's fallen. The skills that we all have, we all share. You may share skills with me. You may share skills with your neighbor. Together in this room, there may even be a world championship speaker. We all, as Toastmasters, like to consider ourselves good speakers, but sometimes it's just more important to listen as a father or a brother or a friend. Now, I've tried and tried to teach myself to juggle these three objects. It's not too hard. All it takes is practice, practice, and more practice. There are no skills required. Oh, I dropped the guy. Thank you, Madam Contest Master.